if someone who's watching this, they're inspired by your story, your commitment, your journey of all these things that you've done, right? The highest of highs as well as the lowest of lows. Knowing everything that you know now, if they want to make a difference in the humanitarian architectural realm, what are 3 or 5 things that you would recommend them to start thinking about before
The
they
first,
embark on that path?
the first and most important thing is understanding that you need deep empathy for the very people you're trying to help, and that their stories are much more complex than you've been told, and that their histories are embedded in their future. The second is there's nothing worse than showing up with an idea and walking away. It brings false hope to a community, right? If I've been asked, just in the last two days to work on Navajo Nation and work on Pine Ridge and elsewhere, I'm not committing to them because I don't have the capacity to actually follow through because I don't have the funding or the resources right now. When I do, I can commit, and that's a conversation that starts. But so many designers come in with a passionate idea and they present it and the community gets excited and they turn around and say, but I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, let's see what we can do. And then false hope is given. The third is be willing to do anything that the community does. A story in that is I lived up in the northern part of Mongolia with a tribe of reindeer herders. And on the first night, I drank reindeer milk and I ate reindeer just like everyone else. And I had to learn how to play a Mongolian form of poker and drink a lot of vodka to make it through to the next day. And only then did we start having a conversation, right? The mixture of strange milk, I was going to say fermented milk, strange meat, vodka, and gambling is not what I signed up for. But that's what the community wanted to do. And it was their test of saying, like, are you willing to come to the table for us? And then the final thing I think is the more you get done in this life, the more detractors you're going to have. And the more that people will pull you down on a surface level and diminish what you do because it seems implausible or impossible what you've been able to achieve. And you're going to have failures too. And it's really interesting to see the people that they'll be much more vocal when you're going through your toughest moments. And they're not helpful at all when you need help, right? And I know this with even close friends who, when I've asked for a donation to help on a project, they said, no, I'm busy. My startup is trying to do a round. We need to raise a few million. I'm busy. And then when I've worked on something and it's not worked out, they're the first people to say, like, look, you see, this nonprofit stuff doesn't work. So you have to understand that sometimes there's people in your close circle, even family, that will take delight in seeing you go through challenging circumstances. So that's not ending on a high, but it's ending on a reality.